sweep, yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man, talk is cheap. Yeah. It's a sweep. It's a sweep, yeah. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Buzz. Hey!
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Going. Who you got? Come back. Empty.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Hey.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0.
14. Cardinals, nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Murray going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Giants 21, Cardinals nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That's one.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline. But here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And the tight end goes in motion left. The give is to DeMercado. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, Ace. Big Ace. Big Ace.
Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter. And got his man complete through the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Gano out to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ace.
Murray now steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Flush to his right. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cardinals nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
On the ground, it's DiMercado.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first...
And now here is another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point try good by Gano, and it is 42-0.
42. Cardinals, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is caught, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's good for Cardinals.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Throwing on first down is Murray. And this is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball,
and my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
49. Cardinals, nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of.
And now here is another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley.
A stop by Garrett Williams.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of a yard.
Throwing Jones. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Gano now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Giants 56, Cardinals nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. In trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Gano for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Giants 63, Cardinals nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before half. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up through an opening, and there he goes. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there is under pressure. They got him again. Kayvon Thibodeaux able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Omaha.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cardinals nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Giants.
Here we go. Timberland. Other side. Up, go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Detroit Johnson.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Gold Cyclone. Apple. South salad.
On 4th down, Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Back to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Giants 77, Cardinals nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
On the handoff, it's DeMarcano.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Omaha. 2-2.
Running, DeMarcano.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. A run. It's DeMercado.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Barkley.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Now a 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Jones throwing on fourth down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Half 18. Half
Coming up to the
18.
line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Dom Capers. Dom Capers. Dom Capers.
Throwing on first down. Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Up and go.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Here we go. Hey.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Up and go.
Here's Barkley.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Bama, Bama, Bama.
On fourth down, Jones. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up on fourth and goal from the 4. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like, what feels...
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Chip. Elsa, Elsa, Elsa.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Bubba Bolden.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it. We're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Jets, It was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to